there is currently a cost of living crisis in this country. So what I wanted to do a video on is saving money on baby products and baby clothes. Because honestly, like, having a baby is super expensive and can be super expensive. It is a very well-known thing. Adding the label baby, toddler onto anything just adds a huge amount of inflation to that product. So really what we're doing, what I wanted to do here is give you my tips and tricks on how you can save money when it comes to products and babies. And I've also gone ahead and I asked my Instagram following as well to provide their tips and tricks, and I've included them in this video. So first things first is buy secondhand. Like, this is so important when it comes to baby products, is that you can find great deals on places like Facebook Marketplace, or buying off of a friend or family member, or just another fellow mum that you may know of. I had a friend of mine who actually bought her whole pram set and absolutely everything, Tommy TP machine, perfect prep machine, off of other people, and it was secondhand. It works fine, it works for them, and that's something that they saved a lot of money on. So it's definitely worth looking into. Don't always just think that buying new is buying best. Look for hand-me-downs, look for things that people are kind of getting rid of, don't need anymore. There's so many people who are like, yep, we're done having children. So they've got a whole bunch of things that you could potentially take off of them. So really look around you, be clever, don't just buy on impulse. So the second thing is buying in bulk. It's honestly some of the best things that I buy is in bulk. Wipes, nappies, things that I know I'm going to need for a long period of time, I'll definitely buy in bulk. If I see something on offer, buying in bulk and buying in sale is great. So for example, I only use Aveeno for my child in terms of cream, and I only use that. I know that that's a super expensive brand, and whenever I see it on sale in certain places, I bulk buy, because I know that I'm going to be using it for the next 6 months, so I get it then. It's always good to just make sure you're checking the date on all of these things, but if you see a good deal, it's good to get it then. Also do your research. So sometimes I'll end up going to like Costco and I'll think, oh, bulk buying is really great there. And then I'll take the price, I'll have a look at it, I'll check out what's going on Amazon, I'll check, okay, well, I know I can get this product for about £4.50 in a Tesco sale or a Sainsbury's sale. If it works out cheaper, I'll bulk buy. If it doesn't work out cheaper at that instance, I'll wait for the sale and bulk buy then. So it's always good to just be a little bit on top of things before just go ahead and just bulk buying a whole bunch of stuff. It's always good to bulk buy in sale. So look out for a deal. So what I mean by that is, like, look out for Prime Day, look out for Black Fridays, times where there's going to be huge sales. It's always good to buy stuff in that period, especially if you can wait and you don't need that thing there and then. Those big discounted days are always just really good to see if you can catch something that you're really looking for. What you can also do is like add all these things to your basket. You have them, you're ready to go, you're prepared. And then when that sale comes, you just click buy. So that's one of the things that I would definitely advise, is look for that deal and sometimes wait for that deal, and you can save a lot of money. The next thing is buying nappies and buying brand nappies. So this obviously depends on your baby, because I always believe that every baby is completely different. But before I had a kid, I was told like the Aldi, Lidl brands, the cheaper brands of buying nappies that are not the Pampers or the Huggies, are actually really good. And since then I have been using them. I have never really bought an on-brand nappy apart from the ones that we were gifted when the baby was born. I've never needed to use them. It's popular brands to work for us, and they are a hell of a lot cheaper. People that I have found who have had issues with the low price brands, what they end up doing is having them wear those nappies during the day, and then in the evening they end up having the branded nappies that maybe hold a little bit more wee. So I know a lot of people who buy off of Lidl. Obviously they're not sponsoring this video in any way, this is genuinely from my experience. They buy nappies from Lidl. I have bought nappies from Lidl from day one, never gone wrong, and never going to be going in any other direction until we put it. A great way to save money when it comes to your child is buying convertible things. And what I mean by that is buying things for the long term. So if you know your baby's going to use something for like 6 months only, you might want to buy something that turns into something. So for example, we had a baby bassinet which then turned into a seat which we used. So we used that for the first 4 months of her life, and then it turns into a seat. Currently that is being on loan elsewhere and will come back to us. And furthermore to that is when we bought her cot with the idea that that would turn into a toddler bed at one point. So you don't want to be buying new things at every stage of their life, and there's always going to be a new thing at the next stage of their life, and you'll see the stage goes very, very fast. So what I like to do is just think about buying convertible products. Is that, have I bought a full travel set which takes me from 6 months to complete toddler years, or have I just bought something which will serve my need for a very short period of time? It's always good to do your research on products and see, can you buy something that you can use for a longer span? You'll be saving money in the long term. So what I tend to do with like fellow mums or people in the same community or people who have had kids before or after me is like recycle things. So for example, my cousin had 2 girls before myself, and my sister-in-law ended up giving me all of their swim stuff, old swim stuff that they didn't fit into, so I didn't have to buy any brand new swim stuff for that age. I just had to buy the swim nappy, which was really great. And then, you know, I've then given that back to them, and vice versa. So there's things like that that I would definitely say, if you want to loan your clothes, loan baby products to other people, and then they use it and then they give it back to you, that's a great utilization of baby products and a great way to save money. We have lent a bassinet currently at the moment, and that will come back to us at some point, so you can always just keep lending and keep doing that. It's a great way to just make sure you're saving that extra penny here or there. So the next one is like utilize birthdays and utilize gifts. So I always like to keep certain things for people to buy as gifts for me. So I 100% know when it comes to birthdays, the grandparents are going to go crazy, the aunties and uncles are going to go crazy. So I like to think, okay, cool, that would be a really good gift. So when somebody asks me, oh, what should I get your daughter, or what should I get your kid for their birthday, or I haven't seen them, or it's the first time I've seen them, what would you like? There's 2 things that I go for. One, I'll save money because I'm Asian and Asian people prefer a money gift. Or 2, I'll say to them, can you buy her this in a gift? Because I know that she's going to be moving into that developmental stage, and that toy or that product will really help her in that stage. So I ask them to gift that specific thing that I want. And that way it's really great because they're getting a gift that you use, and you're getting a gift that you don't feel like you need to return or need to re-gift or find another home for, because it's exactly what you're looking for your child. The next thing is like, I would say ask for money or ask for vouchers rather than let other people just blindly buy gifts for you. Some blind gifts has been absolutely amazing. A friend of mine, for example, got my daughter a blanket, and it's like a cute little blanket and it's super, super colorful. Honestly, she's got so many blankets, but that's her favorite one, and that was a blind gift, so I didn't know about it. But I would say, you know, if you are in dire need for things and you know what you need and you're organized in terms of your baby and the products that they need or the toys that they need, then I would say ask for vouchers, because vouchers last a very long period of time. It can be interchangeable. If you change your mind, you can be like, okay, cool, well, I'll save that money for this. So asking for vouchers is actually an absolutely brilliant thing, because then you can control what you need, what you buy, and then you could potentially buy something on sale and buy more than one thing, which will be really helpful for you in the long term. So it's a really good way for you to gauge what you need. And doing your research means also looking around. Like, don't just look in one place for a product, look in multiple places. Make sure you're doing your price check. All of this seems like effort, but when we're living in a cost of living crisis and when we're living in really difficult times and people come across difficult times and inflation is going up, these are the things that will help keep money in your pocket for a rainy day. Especially like when you've got a situation like mine, first grandchild, both sides, absolutely everybody and their mum wants to spoil your child. Firstly, I would say if you're in that situation like myself, don't buy any of the clothes yourself, because you will receive so many as it is. But the top tips to save money when it comes to buying clothes for your kids is 1, buy on sale. So there's so many things that are available on sale, and plan when you're buying on sale. So if you're buying something, you see something on sale and it's like a really good price and you know it's not potentially going to go out of fashion, buy it for the time that your child is going to be at that time. So in the winter, I know my child is going to be 2. So when I'm looking for clothes, I'm looking for winter clothes in the age of 2 to 2.5. So I'm constantly thinking about the future planning the clothes that I need. Don't buy a winter piece of clothes because it looks kind of cute and it's like in the wrong age and they're only able to wear it for a short period of time, that can be a complete waste of money. Hand-me-downs are also a really great thing when it comes to saving money when it comes to clothes. If you know somebody who is very close in age or getting rid of their clothes, again, if you are going to receive gifts, you might want to ask people to buy certain clothes for you. That's a great way to just get them to get things that you like and also your child is going to wear. Shop for the season. So when the summer sale is coming on, a lot of stuff for the winter gets put on sale and vice versa. So for example, this summer I ended up getting a really nice winter coat for my daughter and I paid less than 50% for it. So I think it was over £30 and I paid like 14 in the end for a very nice next pretty coat that she's gonna, it's too big for her now, but I've absolutely saved in a bargain. And if I had waited until winter to buy that coat, I probably would have been paying full price. Brands are so expensive when it comes to baby clothes. It's absolutely unreal. The baby grows out of them so quickly. I think the only branded stuff that we have was gifted to us. Like, I don't think we've bought anything apart from shoes. And the only reason that I would lean towards a good brand for shoes, and more so like in the trainer space, is because I know that it's going to be good for the child's foot and the child's foot growth and development. So that's why I'm more than happy to pay a little bit more for the feet. But I am so personally not into buying a brand for, you know, a baby top or a baby bottom or anything like that, because they're going to grow out of it so quickly, and then it honestly hurts the heart. Like it hurts the heart spending that much money, and they're going to wear it a couple of times, if that, if you're lucky, you know. And if you're in England, the season changes every 5 minutes, and then it's hot and then it's cold, and then they can't wear the thing that they were supposed to wear at the time that they were the age for, and then it's a mess. So I would say completely personally avoid brands. So anyway, these are all my top tips on what to do in how to save a little bit of money when it comes to baby products and baby clothes. If I've missed anything, if you've got a great tip, please drop it in the comments and let me know, because I 100% know this video would have been great for me when I was a new parent, and I think it will be good for other parents too, in just maybe getting a tip or two to help them save that little penny or pound.